Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Elle and thank you so much for being here. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 exercises that I've learned can help increase your glute growth. So I started this journey like really going hard in the gym probably a year ago, and I know that you have beginner gains. I totally understand that because I'm an athlete, or I'm an ex-athlete. I've done volleyball my whole life. I did volleyball for like 6 years, summer and everything. So like year round. And so I totally get the dedication it takes to get to the gym. I've lifted also since I was a volleyball player. I just haven't really developed the consistency of lifting like 5 times a week. I think I was doing like 3 times a week, and then I would kind of practice do like lifting, and then I would also jump rope. I would do a lot of cardio, and I think I was experimenting with tons of different types of workouts at that time as well. So I definitely have experience lifting weights for a long period of time, but I really wanted to start like a hard start, like this is when I'm starting my journey, so that way for myself I could see the improvements I've made and the learning that I have to do still. So I still have to learn. I'm so glad also. I don't want to be an expert at everything. I want to continue to learn, and weightlifting has definitely been such a positive like part of my life right now, and I feel like I really use it for mental health, and I really love that aspect of it. So I hope that this helps you out. This is what's helped me so far. I didn't have small glutes, but I didn't have big glutes either. They weren't muscle glutes, if that makes sense. They were just like naturally I had a little bit, but it didn't really match my body. I felt like I really wanted to grow them for muscle and for strength purposes, not as necessarily an attractive purpose, but obviously I like how they look and I'm really proud of myself. So I hope that you guys take this and it helps you in your own weightlifting journey as well. Okay, I'm sweating. It's hot. Okay, so I wrote them down. I literally have this Ticonderoga pencil. I'm obsessed with them. They're so funny. And yeah, I don't have a pencil sharpener, so if this breaks, I'm screwed. But I don't know. I think I got it from my mom. I think she definitely has one, so I'll probably have to like sharpen it at her house. But okay, so these are the 5 exercises that I've done, and then I'll tell you a little bit about it and include a clip. So the base exercise that I'm obsessed with is RDL. So RDL is Russian deadlift. So it is a little bit different than the traditional deadlift. You are bending at the waist, obviously. And for me, I have a slight bend in my knees and hips, if that makes sense. So I'll have a clip right here. I don't know if I'm describing this right, but you don't go all the way down, and you also don't squat when you do this deadlift. You are stretching your hamstrings and the bottom base of your glutes. That's what I do. I feel like it's really achieved the biggest glute growth for me. I do variations of this, so I do it with the barbell and I do it with dumbbells, and I feel like that really has changed a lot for me. It's given me stronger arms as well holding the weight, but it also, I can feel that in my hamstrings and glutes, and it's really, really good because you can just activate your glutes so much more doing that exercise. I also recommend doing dynamic stretching prior to this as well. Dynamic is movement stretching, so that way you don't hurt yourself, and you can activate your glutes prior to doing these movements. So RDL's definitely my favorite. I love once you get stronger in it, it just feels so good to be like, yeah, I can do this with the barbell. I can put some plates on, it just feels really, really nice. Next, reverse lunges. So I've traditionally always done lunges with dumbbells, barbells, any type of weights. You can do overhead lunges. There's so many variations, but I've found that reverse lunges help me the most personally. The movement is stepping back, I think personally feels like it activates my glutes more. I try to activate them, so you really have to focus and like kind of squeeze them when you're doing certain exercises, and I feel like for me that's helped me grow them faster, is just really feeling that activation in them. And at first you won't feel that. I definitely didn't feel that for the first probably 6 months, and then all of a sudden you get a little, and then you feel it, like you can really feel that muscle. So that's really good, and that is a good sign of growth. Third is box squats. So I do this typically with a barbell, but you can do this with any type of weights. You'll just put them on your back. You can hold dumbbells here as if it's a barbell. You can use the barbell, but I like to go heavy on these. So right now I can do 45s, which I guess is kind of a base for some people, but if you're starting off, obviously go lighter. And then you want to have like a box or something, like some type of chair, seat, something that will hold, and you can just sit back and you want to activate your glutes and then come up, and it really helps me, and I've seen consistent growth with this movement. Fourth is hip thrusts. I love hip thrusts. These have also been probably my top two, I would say. So RDLs and hip thrusts have just helped me so much. So I started off doing them. I was super awkward, you know, because I would get on one of those what do you call it, one of those benches, and it would like move back as I was lifting, and I was like, oh god, this is really embarrassing, like everyone's looking at this, like move back. And then I had to put plates on the side. I was like, oh yeah, I'm so cool, I could put plates, like I figured this out. It was really dumb. And then but it was like, it just shows growth and more confidence as you figure things out in the gym like that. So like little hacks. So then I would start pushing the bench up against like a hard surface, anything I could find. And then I started using like literally a bench where like you bench press. If that's like sealed to the ground, I will use the edge of that for my back support, and they're typically lower. And I'm short, so it helps me, it gives me a better angle. So I've been doing that now. I'll have like a clip here, but there's so many types of hip thrusts you can do. But to start off, I would recommend, if you use a barbell, to just do 4 sets of 10, whatever weight you feel like you can do the heaviest of, do that. And even if it's just the barbell, you cannot feel bad about just doing the barbell. So many people do that. I started off doing just the barbell. Everyone starts off at that. So don't feel discouraged if you're going in there, because I know at first I felt embarrassed, like, oh, I can only do this, and these huge guys are in here doing all this. But don't feel intimidated at all. Literally, you're starting, and that's the most important part, and half the world can't even do that. So you need to remember that when you're going into the gym. So yes, and then there's a video going around on TikTok, and it's of Luisa Cruz, and I'm obsessed with her, and I'm like, fuck, everyone knows about her. And so literally, like, multiple people have made the same video where they're like, I learned this hip thrust trick from Luisa Cruz, and it's like where you do 4 sets of 10, and then you do 10 hip thrusts, and then you do a 10-second hold. Sorry, I don't know why, I just like can't think about this. A 10-second hold, and then 10 cast bridges, which is like, instead of going down all the way, your range of motion is a lot shorter. So your hips don't move down all the way, and it really targets those glutes. And you do those typically quicker since it's a less range of motion. And that really is a burnout that you can do, but there's so many things to do. So if you're a beginner, don't be frustrated at that. Just do the base of what the person you're looking at is doing. So like if you're on Instagram following workouts, I'm not saying that that's bad, but just make sure you know not to overextend yourself or get discouraged if you can't finish all of the reps, if they have a ton of reps. So you got this, you will succeed in this. You just have to start off at the base of what you can do until failure, and then that's how you grow. So the 5th is kickback. So I love doing the cable machine kickback. So what you'll do is, I bought these little they're like little wraparound pads with like a metal piece on Amazon, and you use that for the kickback. You'll take the machine, push it all the way to the bottom, and have whatever weight. You should test out your weights as well. I don't know if people talk about that, but don't just start off doing a heavy weight. You should start at light, see what you can handle, see what works best for you, and then move down. So whenever you do it, you just will kick back your leg. And sometimes I kick out to the side a little bit just to focus on like what area of your glute you want to focus on. So I tried to flip this around a little bit. So there's like 3 areas of your butt: your maximus, minimus, and I forget the other one. But you can really tell when you want to target what part of your butt you want to target. So, you know, typically this is your back area of your butt, so the top of your butt. And then you'll just kick back, and you really want to activate that glute and squeeze that glute when you're going back. There's other variations that I found really help build that side booty, and I know a lot of people talk about that. But it is, if you stand to the side, you can kick out, and this is so hard and slept on. This is such a slept on option. And I do this all the time. I do this like once a week, not all the time, but once a week, and it hurts so bad every time I do it. I'm like, oh, I need to do this more maybe. But sometimes, like some weeks when I skip it and then the next week I go back, I'm like, oh my god, this burns. But it burns so good. I really see results with that, and so that's something really fun you can try in the gym as well. Start with lower weight. Make sure that you're not straining your muscles when you do it, especially if you're a beginner, but you will get there. And yeah, so these are the top 5 glute workouts that I do that I've seen improvement in my glutes, and my glutes have grown a lot from this, and now I'm trying to get muscle booty. I'm trying to be like Luisa Cruz. I think everyone out here who is on fitness TikTok, fitness Instagram, fitness YouTube is literally trying their best to build their glutes, and I just feel so proud of myself for the discipline I put in, and I'm so proud of you for having the discipline that you're putting in. It takes a lot of hard work and consistency, but together we can do this. We got this. We're gonna build those glutes for summer. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you. If you guys need advice on any other movements, let me know in the comments what you guys want advice on. Maybe I'll do an arm day as well, my favorite arm moves. I'm really into shoulders right now, and pull-ups. I really want to get my pull-up game strong. So if you guys have any other things that you would like me to talk about, please let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.